Hey, superstars. Hey, this is Wesley Virgin here. Welcome to another Millionaire Midnight Rant podcast. I'm your favorite millionaire here from Houston, Texas, self-made. And I'm live to give you the opportunity to pick my brain. Let's talk success. Let's talk mindset. Let's talk manifestation. Let's talk entrepreneurship here. Hey, guys, how are you? You doing well? And welcome to the rant, folks. And if you're brand new, well, welcome. And if you'd like to catch previous episodes, you can always go to my podcast account. It's on your phone, actually, if you have an iPhone. And Apple Podcasts, we are featured there. Okay. And we're also... You can locate us on Spotify. Okay, we're the number one most listened podcast in the self-development space right now. It's growing, and it's because of you. So I want to thank all of you in advance. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments on the podcast, and the ratings. You know, right now the rating is very high. I do appreciate everybody that decided to leave me a positive review on the rant here. I do appreciate that, and I will always do my best to serve you, do my best to be completely transparent with you, to help you during your journey to making your first million or to become the first generation of millionaire in your family here, okay? But go ahead and share this live out if you don't mind. Also, you can tap the like button, show me some love here as well, okay? So questions, Q&A. You can ask me anything. And if you want to know my story, the brevity is I grew up, born and raised on the south side of Houston, Texas. My parents are ministers. They're pastors of a church. They've never made more than $20,000 a year. I didn't do great in school. As a matter of fact, I decided to leave college and to start my career in computer technology. And even though I didn't go to school or go to a university, I did very well as a computer engineer. But I was tired. I was just bored of it. And I wanted to be rich. At the age of 21, I got fired, terminated from a job that I loved. And from that day, I went on a journey, a vicious journey to become successful, okay? But adversity, problems, challenges, I did have to deal with, but I'm grateful that I overcame it. And by the age of 35, I became a self-made liquid millionaire. Okay. So now I'm here to help you. Okay. For free, by the way. Hey guys, how are you? Thank you so much, Rohit. He said yesterday's Sunday mindset message was amazing. Thank you so much. And if you haven't listened to that rant, I would say go back and listen to that Sunday mindset message. The title is You Are Not Your Thoughts. Okay. So talk to me here. Hey, Miss Self-Development. We have cute pure pearl here. Ryan, how are you? Sarit. Lisette, how are you? Sugar, how are you? Toby. Rayon. Austin. All right, questions here. Talk to me. Miss Sarah, how are you? JD Derry, how are you? Questions here. Talk to me. Let's go. Come on, let's go. High energy, high income. Let's go. What do you want to know? Okay. And if you're confused, if you need to be here or not, check your bank account. Go log in. Go check out the bank balance. If that bank balance doesn't excite you, then you're in the right place at the right time. So let me help. Do you think DeepSeek is better than ChatGPT? Right now, yes. Hey, Dana, how are you? Yeah, I've decided to use DeepSeek quite a bit, performing a variety of tasks, and it has impressed me thus far. Okay. Hey, tell me, Rat. Patrick, how are you? All right, Angel. Questions for me here. Hey, Lemon. Laminga. Hey, Diana, how are you? Sulo. Hey, Dude. You guys, the Instagram names, interesting, very interesting. All right. I'm waiting for your questions below here. Oh. Victoria, how are you? Oh. Hey, Mac, how are you? Hey, Molly. All right, folks, I'm going to wait on you, okay? I'm standing by. This is your moment. This is your time. Hey, Wesley, do you use any music for meditation, or you just start with mindfulness? I have a few tracks that I listen to from YouTube. You can use anything on YouTube, to be honest with you. Okay. My Lord. Adrian, how are you? Island Queen, how are you? I hope you guys didn't hear me burp. I just finished eating a ton of food. What are some ways you stay motivated when facing a hurdle in business? Well, one thing about me, Miss Campbell, I'm a dog. And not in the terms of with women. I'm just a dog, which means if I want something, if I bite, okay, if I can get my teeth on you, I'm not letting go. You know, like a pet bull, if it bites you, that dog is not going to release. So I'm like that as well. So it's very difficult for me to get discouraged. I may get angry, but anger propels me, like it pushes me. If I lose something, I fail at something, I don't lay down on the ground and cry and complain. Okay? I'm going to bite you. They call it a lockjaw. When you have a bite so tight, you don't let go, it's over. So, regardless of whatever happened, or regardless of whatever will ever take place in my life, doesn't matter what issues that I may incur, I don't care, okay? If I want something, I'm going to get it. And I don't care. I can lose everything. Like, I don't even care. It's just my mindset. I don't care. But if I want something, I got to have it. Does that make sense to you, Ms. Campbell? So I don't have time to think about if I'm motivated or not. Honestly. I focus my energy on what I want, okay? Period. And I go after it viciously. And I would suggest you to do the same thing as well. Okay? Like if you want something, you got to go out, man. You got to be a dog. You got to have that lockjaw. Like, ah, 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 ah. Make sense? Honestly, that's how I am. When I want something, I get locked. Ah, 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 ah. Like I'm a dog. I'm vicious. All right, so I would suggest you need to have the same type of energy, because if you don't, well, you might not make it through what I call the jungle. And the jungle is the vicissitudes of life. Okay? It's all the issues and problems in the jungle. Many of you are in the cow pasture. You know where it's safe. It's just crowded. But when you go in the jungle, well, you have to learn some skills. You got to kill your own food. You have to build your own tent. And that's when you start a business. You have to do everything yourself, especially in the beginning. So you have to be a freaking lion. You got to be a dog out there. If you're weak and soft, you're not going to make it in the jungle of entrepreneurship. Okay, it's not going to happen for you. Does that make sense? Hey, Miss Indian Love, how are you? You're not going to make it. I mean, you have to be, you got to be vicious, folks, period. Don't let anybody fool you. You have to be vicious. Like if you wanted to be at the top of your game, whatever skill, whatever niche that you're involved in, and if you want to succeed highly, you got to be a dog, got to be a vicious, which means you don't have time to have any emotions. Like think about a pit bull or rock roller. That animal, that dog, okay, you intimidate it, you try to intimidate it, it's not backing. It don't care how large you are, care how big you are, you could have a gun. It doesn't know what a gun is. It's coming after you, which means you're either going to have to kill it or it's going to kill you. That's how you got to be. It has no fear at all. It's coming. There's nothing going to stop that dog unless you're going to shoot it. You're going to wrestle it down. I mean, he is not going to stop. He doesn't care what's going on. Okay. You can punch it, hit it. Doesn't matter. His goal is to bite you and not to let go. And that's how you got to be in business. Okay. Or even with your life, got to be vicious. That's why I wrote a quote for all men, for all my men that think it's okay to cry. So I know some of you men are so soft, you think it's okay to cry because your woman said it. Listen, a man that cries is respected by no one. Nobody respects a man that cries. And you may think, oh, it's okay. He's getting in tune with his sensitive side, blah, 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 whatever. Listen, when shit hit the fan, especially your woman or your children or the people that depend on you, they need you to man the fuck up, okay? And they can't be thinking about, well, no, he can't handle that issue because, you know, he's sensitive about that issue. He can't really take care of it now. Okay? See, a woman may tell you that it's okay for you to cry when it's convenient for you. But when she needs you to show up and show out and man the fuck up, you need to man the fuck up. Make sense? That's not going to be the time to cry. She's going to be like, man, this man is just crying and he's so sensitive. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do. Okay? So, you know, men, I know I'm going on a tangent here, but no crying. If you're going to cry in your goddamn closet by yourself. Seriously. Like me, I don't cry. For what? I'm not shedding no tears. You might say, well, if somebody die. Still, I'll be the strongest man at my parents' funeral. I love them. I love them to life. But one day, like, death is inevitable for everybody. I'm not crying. It's nothing to cry about. Okay? I'm celebrating that they get the opportunity to go to heaven exactly where they want to be. I'm not crying over here. Period. And you can call me insensitive. You can say, well, you just too hard. You're just not emotional. So be it. No problem. But let me tell you something about Wesley Virgin. When anybody that's in my circle, if they need me, if they get in trouble, if they need something, I'm the person that they call. Anybody. Okay? Talk to my family. When shit hit the fan, they call Wesley Virgin. Why? Because Wesley Virgin solves fucking problems for my family, period. There's no crying over here, no bitching and crying, no complaining. They know if I get a call and they need me, it's done. Okay? And me and you need to be like that as well. You got to be that source of support for the people that you love, the people that's in your circle. Okay? All right, next question for me, folks. I'm sorry, I went on a tangent there. I just wanted to rant that for a second. What's next here? Are you getting value here? Hey, Big CEO, how are you? Questions here. Brown Sugar, how are you? Emily. You got Lex Ryder, how are you? Lexi Ryder. Alejandro. Wes. Bob Proctor said in a video, what changed his life was the repetition of the same information from Earl Nightingale. Good job, my guy. What's next here? Jay? And listen, one more thing. Women, if you're a man, if you have a man and he is not a problem solver, you have the wrong man. That's not your man. Okay? If you have a man, husband, boyfriend, if he is not a problem solver, okay? That is not your man. You need to let that man go. You know, God put men on a planet to solve problems, to lead, and to fix stuff, period. Okay? And women adore men that can fix problems because women have a ton of them. And that's okay. It's okay that women have problems. But a real man, he can solve them. He don't complain about it. He ain't bitching about it. He not arguing about it. He just fixing the problem immediately. Especially financial problems. Okay? What's next here, folks? Questions here. And I know some of you men, you're still sold on that 50-50 crap. Let me make this very clear. And men, I hope you're listening close. A real man does not subscribe to 50-50. Okay? I don't know what podcast you're listening to. I don't know what videos that you have subscribed to. But a real man does not subscribe to a 50-50 relationship. Okay? Period. A real man understands that it is his responsibility to be a provider, man. Period. Provider means to take care of financial situations with your woman. And listen, man, if you're not ready to subscribe to that philosophy, fine. But don't go out there searching for a woman then. Okay? Just don't. Be by yourself. Stay alone. And women, don't you dare date a man that wants you to kick in 50% when it comes to finances. You hear me? That is not a man. And I'm sorry if you were raised poorly. Because I don't know if your father was a great father, or maybe some of you women didn't have a father. But let me share some with you. A man does not ask you for 50% of anything. He understands that his role in that relationship is to be a provider. And women, that's the only man that you date. If you go out to dinner with a man and he wants you to go Dutch treat, that should be the last date, the last interaction with that man. If he wants you to pay, you say, well, you pay the rent, you pay the light bill. If he's trying to make you pay the light bill, that is your last interaction with that man. Okay? And I'm not saying that, woman, you can't take your man out and do certain things, but make it very clear. And you don't have to tell the man this. Don't go to a man and say, hey, you need to pay everything. No. If he doesn't already subscribe to that philosophy, it will be evident. You go ahead and disconnect and make your exodus immediately. Is that clear, women? Okay? Because when it's time for you to find a man or attract a man or for a man to find you, I want you to choose and select properly. Don't waste your time. Some of you women, you're getting older. Don't waste your time on men who are financially irresponsible, who are insignificant, who are immature, and whose values are just jaded. Don't waste your time. Okay? What's next here? Hey, James, how are you? Hey, Maverick, how are you? I know you folks, you love, some of you enjoy these type of topics here. I know we're talking about money as well, but, you know, listen, we're talking about every aspect of life on this rant here. And this is just my philosophy. You know, you don't have to subscribe to it. I don't care. But my life is perfect. And if you're curious about having a perfect life, well, you're on the right rant. Because I have a fantastic life. It's magical. It's a movie, literally. Okay? Do you drink alcohol, Wes? Absolutely not. Went to the Cat Williams show. It was okay. Wasn't all that. I didn't drink anything. It's pretty ghetto. But no, I don't drink alcohol. Drink water, green drinks, and tart cherry juice lately. Okay? You go live every night? If so, what time to tune in? Midnight. Just turn on your notifications, okay? If your notifications is on, I'm not going to be on at an exact time. I get on when I feel like it. Does that make sense? Okay? When I feel like getting on, I go live. If you're not here in attendance, because I'm not on your time, you're on my time. And I'm not saying that I'm superior, but I am the millionaire. And I'm giving you free advice here. I'm not charging you a dime. So make yourself available, which means turn on your notifications. Okay, so when I go live, you don't miss a beat. What's next? Oh. Next question for me here. I'm trying to go alcohol free myself. Tired of the BS. First of all, there's no such thing as trying to go alcohol free. You're either going to shit or get off the pot. Does that make sense? Okay? You're either going to shit or get off the pot. Which means you're either going to do it or you're not. Don't say that you're trying. Okay? Don't say, well, I'm trying to go alcohol free. No, you're not. You're not trying. You're just not willing to do it. And that's okay. If you lack the willpower not to put poison in your body, then that's your call. But don't listen. Don't sit here on my rant and listen to my voice and tell me that you're trying to be alcohol free. You're not trying. You don't want to do it. You get too much pleasure from it. You like acting like a fool and you like putting poison in your body, period. That's what you like to do. Okay? And let me tell you what's going to stop most of you that wants to go alcohol free, or you're trying to do it. In the day you get diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver, then maybe you'll stop then. Or maybe you won't. And you'll just pass away because of stupidity. You have not seen the videos lately, the information about alcohol. It links to so many metabolic type of diseases. cancer, heart disease, strokes. It says that if you drink alcohol, it's a 40% chance that you will have a stroke in your 40s, in your 50s. So if you like to be paralyzed on one half of your body, if you want to have slurred speech, if you want to have a caregiver for the rest of your life because you had a stroke because you refused to put down the liquor, go ahead. Okay. Hey there, Miss ELV. Who is this? All right, Kim Possible. Before you were a millionaire, what career did you have? Yes, Kim, before I became a millionaire, I was a computer engineer for about 10 years. And I made upwards to about $250,000 a year doing that. But I started with $7 an hour, and I just worked my way up. Hey, Barbara, how are you? Good job, Big Bills. My cousin dates someone that has many business he has tried and failed. Has one now but doesn't have the money and have her to help. I don't like it, but what's your thoughts? Okay, my cousin dates someone that has many businesses he has tried, he has now, but doesn't. You guys, can I just go off for a second? And I'm not upset at you, Miss Watkins, but I need you to write properly. I'm sick and tired of reading you guys comment with incorrect spelling and bad grammar. It's pissing me the hell off, okay? Stop it. Stop writing like you're in freaking middle school. Good God. Okay? Like, Miss Watkins, I'm looking at what you wrote. It doesn't make any sense. I'm going to read verbatim what you just wrote, Miss Watkins. My cousin dates someone that has many business he has tried and failed. Has one now, but doesn't have the money and have her to help. I don't like it, but what's your thoughts? Does that sound like a grown adult? That sounds like 5th grade grammar. Come on, Miss Watkins, you could do better than that, okay? But to answer your question, he doesn't have the money and have her to help. I don't like it. Well, of course not. Like, listen, first of all, a man this is my opinion. A man should not be in a relationship with a woman if he is not financially intelligent, okay? If he is not financially smart with his own money, why does he deserve to be with a woman? Like, tell me why. Think about it. If I'm a man and I'm trying to build up my business, I attach myself to a woman, trying to build up my business, but now I have a woman in my life, so I'm trying to make her happy at the same time trying to build up my business. And obviously, you don't realize how much work and energy and time it takes to actually mature a business. And now the woman is helping me? What? No, absolutely not. Men, do it by yourself first. Do it alone. And I'm sick and tired of men telling me, well, so you're saying you can't do it with a woman? So you're saying you can't? I'm not saying that you can't. I'm telling you that it's highly unlikely that you're going to make millions of dollars with a woman in your life. And maybe you are the anomaly, but most of you are not. Okay? So my thoughts is, of course, you should dump him, leave him. When you became aware that your mindset was different from most, did you feel secure knowing your gift or insecure? Actually, Kim, when I realized, and I don't mean to demean anyone or to berate anyone on this rant here, but when I realized that my power, I mean, honestly, and my power is nothing so significant, but when I realized my power is this, when things negative would happen to me, anything, adversity, challenges would take place in my life, I didn't give a damn. Honestly, like it didn't bother me to the point that I'm up all night drinking and smoking or bitching and complaining to my friend about what just happened. I never did that. I've been terminated over 20 times. I've lost my apartment. I've been evicted. I slept on the floor of my next door neighbor's carpet, okay, on the floor. Okay? I've had several repossessions. What are you talking? Like, I never berated myself and like, oh my God, I can't believe this. No. So that was my power. So knowing that, and then I realized other people didn't have that power, because everybody that I knew, if they got terminated, they were upset. They were pissed off. They was crying. They was whining. Oh, I'm going to sue them. I'm going to do this. You're not suing nobody. So I didn't feel insecure about that. I knew I had total control, not just over myself. I knew that I would have control over people. I knew it. Like in my later 20s, I knew that I would have total control over people. And let me tell you why. This is a deeper level to Wesley Virgin, because of my certainty. If you notice, when I speak with certainty. With all conviction, I speak with confidence. If I tell you that you're going to be a screw up for the rest of your life, you probably will. If I tell you that you're going to become a multimillionaire, it's highly likely that will happen. So that's another source of my power. Just my ability to speak certainty when I open my mouth. Most people, like you guys, you speak uncertainty. Well, I don't know if this is going to work. Well, I hope it works. Well, I hope this works this time. I hope this is going to be my year. I don't speak that way. Okay? So this understanding my power gave me the opportunity to do what I'm doing here right now with you. Okay? I realize how influential I am. I realize that I'm extremely resilient. I understand that people listen when I speak. I know that about myself. Okay? Kim, did I answer your question here? We got Toby. Do you believe in monogamy? Yes, I believe in monogamy, of course. I'm in a beautiful relationship. Absolutely. Have you ever been in meditation where your thoughts were suspended while visualizing? Sometimes I realized I wasn't actually thinking about anything. Absolutely. They call it the Kundalini effect. It's when you are pure consciousness. It's when you're not thinking about anything. In time, then just becomes almost detached. How can I get my business up and running? Started. What do you mean how? Start it. Sell something. Create a product and sell it. Find a problem, solve it, sell something. Take cash, take credit card, done. How do you feel about Joe Dispenza's work or meditation? Yes, I adore Joe Dispenza. Shout out to Joe Dispenza. He has done some wonderful work in the mindfulness community. And the book that I suggest that all of you read is Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself. It's a phenomenal read. It's a thick book, but it's worth it. It's worth every word. It's worth every ounce and every ounce of your time to go out there and read that book for sure. Is it smart changing careers? Absolutely. If the current career that you're in, if you hate it, if you abhor it, if you can't stand it, get out. Do something different. I did. Yes, it did. Did others ever make you feel, Kim, Kim, I love you, but Kim, don't do that again, okay? Write out the word you. Do not be lazy with language, okay? And this goes for all of you. Do not be lazy with language, okay? It's immature, it's childish. Write out the word. It's only 3 letters for you. Don't write down the letter U, okay? No, ma'am. Did others make you feel insecure in your ability when you became aware? No. I didn't feel insecure about my success, about what I knew, about what I understood about people. Absolutely. I didn't feel insecure about what? I knew I was powerful. Honestly, even the power that I have right now, I have to be responsible because what I know in my abilities in the area of influence and persuasion and just kind of some deep, dark psychological techniques that I know, that I've mastered, I have to be responsible with that because I can screw people up. Okay? I can. Like, I'm like a magician, but without the tricks, if that makes sense to you. Like, I'm not performing in Vegas, but I understand psychology. I understand human behavior. I understand linguistics, okay? Language. Very well. I can get anybody to do what I want them to do at any given time if I want it. Okay? But I'm fair with it. I'm not out here mastering. I'm not out here, what's the word? I'm not a parasitical. I'm not out here just ruining people's lives here. I'm here to empower you. Okay? Who is your mentor? Wesley Virgin is my mentor currently. I'm so shy. Why? Why is that? You're very welcome. What legit side hustle would you recommend for someone who is unemployed and does not require startup capital? Be a content creator. Be a content creator, give value, and then sell something. Let me see here. How old were you when you became rich? 35. What kicked it off for you? Digital marketing. Kim says, when I became aware, I became a little insecure because everyone else wasn't like-minded. Okay, so when you use the word insecure, what do you mean? You was insecure about what? When you realized that you were aware and other people wasn't, why do you feel, Kim, that you are insecure? Explain, like unpack that for me if you don't mind. Insecure about what? Angela, how are you? See, you did it again, Kim. You did it, Kim. Kim, don't make me smack you. Kim, what did I say? Spelled out the word you. Why did you just write the word you again? Why did you do that? Why did you write the letter you again? Now I'm going to ignore your question, okay? Let me say this again, and let me be very clear. When you're on my rant, I know you guys are not talking to me, but you're leaving comments below, okay? Use correct grammar. Do not abbreviate words. Stop using the Urban Dictionary to communicate to me, okay? I am not your friend. I'm not your buddy. I'm not your boy, your friend, your girlfriend. I'm not that person. I'm not your Brody and your bruh, okay? Type like you have sense. Type and write your words as if you're talking to someone that you would like to do business with one day. Okay? Okay, Kim, which is the reason why I corrected you. Asana Banks, how are you? The Don. Alexia, how are you?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with
Alexa, shut up. I'm not talking to you, okay? Next question for me here, folks. Talk to me. And listen here. Don't let me intimidate you. I'm here to make you better, okay? I know sometimes I come off with the daddy energy, okay? But it's okay. Because let me share something with you. God. A lot of it, you don't realize how difficult it is to create a business and actually develop that business to make $1 million. And you think you can be very careless, half-ass with what you're doing. No, you have to be you have to be on point. You have to be like a Steph Curry when it comes to shooting the ball. The reason why Steph Curry is the best three-point shooter on the planet because he shoots 1,000 times a day here. So mistakes, you can't make mistakes. Okay? Like you have to think that way. No mistakes. Which means is when you're doing something, you got to do it better than well. You can't be good and be rich. Okay? You got to be freaking great. You have to be stellar. Okay? Which means is you have to pay attention to everything that you're doing, what you're saying, what you're writing. Okay? Everything. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? What's next here? What is a better platform to advertise from Facebook or solo ads? Facebook. Hey, Rhea, how are you? I lack discipline. Sometimes I'm simply careless. How can I change that? Well, let me ask you a question here, Impress. How would that look if you were a disciplined woman? Like, how would that look? I want you to comment below. How would that look if you were actually a disciplined individual? Okay? It's okay, Kim. It's okay. I mean, sometime I'm going to have to spank you guys and whoop you guys and beat you over the head with my words, but it's okay. We're all family here. I'm daddy, and I'm here to help. Okay? I'm here to advise. I'm here to educate you. And let me share something with you. You know, the toughest lesson I had to learn was to shut my freaking mouth. It was hard for me because I thought I knew everything. But let me share some with you. When you think you know everything, you fail to make progress. And it took me a very long time to make progress because I couldn't take criticism, constructive criticism. I didn't want anyone to tell me what I couldn't do or I shouldn't do this and shouldn't do. And these people were making millions of dollars and I was making thousands. Okay? So there's going to become, there will be a period in your life, including now, that you just have to listen. Okay? You write your question below here. You listen. Learn. Don't get emotional. Don't get upset. Don't get mad at me because I said something that you didn't like. Get over that shit. Okay, move forward. What's another book you recommend for sales or human psychology? Yeah, get the book Influence by Robert Cialdini. Okay. What are the main things an investor looks at before investing in your business? In my business? Or you said, what do I look at? Well, I want to know if they're actually making money. I don't want to invest in a business that's not making money unless it's a business that I know that I can attach to my business very quickly without spending any money and make money. And that's what I did for Ariella. That's the reason why she's a millionaire now. She's the VP of my company, and that's what she did. Are you scared to fly with these plane crashes? No. I'm going to fly planes. I'm going to fly regardless. I'm not. A video on TikTok, folks, is not going to discourage me from traveling. Hey, Matthew, how are you? How can someone be a part of you helping the homeless in H-Town? I already do that. I live in A-Live, but I'm not a business owner, but I want to help and assist. Well, maybe next Sunday, if you want to meet me under the bridge, close to the what is it called? The Reliant, I believe. Yeah, maybe I'll go feed the homeless on Sunday. But you can always do it by yourself. Like, you don't need me to do it. You can always go out there and help the homeless, give them blankets, hand them food. You don't have to wait for me. What's one thing you think average people don't know that is limiting them? Yeah, average folks, they don't know how powerful they are, which what I mean by that is they don't realize that the way that they think And I can prove it to you. You know, the way that they think will determine you fulfilling your potential. I know people here today, like when I had a seminar in Vegas, and somebody wanted to come and say, well, what are you going to talk about? You going to talk about business or just mindset stuff? I'm like, stupid. I'm like, really? Because, you know, some of you, you know, this mindset information, when I'm talking about manifestation, understanding your thoughts, emotional intelligence, and those components of just thinking, you think that, oh, I got that handled already. I just need to learn how to run a business. Just tell me some tips and tricks on how to start a company. And you're so wrong. What I want you to understand is this, okay? And this is for all the average people. Okay? And that's why you average, because you don't understand this, or yet you don't believe this yet. Your mindset and how you think is everything. Period. If you're not making more money, it has everything to do with your beliefs. Period. Everything to do with your beliefs. Because your beliefs will determine the amount of money that's going to be in your bank account, because it's what you believe that you can do. You have some people that sell a product for $10. You have another person that sells the same product for $50. You have another person that sells the same product for $500. Another person sells the same product for $5,000. You can get a Honda Accord for $20,000, right? You can get a Mercedes-Benz for $50,000. Or you can get a Rolls Royce for $400,000. It's just your belief. That's it. Whatever you believe, what is possible for you, that's what you're going to attract. That's what you're going to get in your life, period. Many of you have impotent goals, which means your goals are so small, so little, okay? And I can understand that when you have small goals, because sometimes you have to set the bar low. Jordan Peterson says sometimes you have to set the bar low so you can actually hit it. But I'm all about setting the bar high, because that's where I want to be. And I don't care if I have to wait 3, 5, or 10 years to do it, because I'm not in a hurry. Okay? Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? So average folks just don't know how powerful the mindset is as it relates to increasing their quality of living. They don't realize it. How do I know? If you do there's statistics out there that 1 million plus people type in Google, how do I make money online? How do I make money? 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 How do I invest? How? And listen, it's nothing wrong with wanting to know how to do something. But if you don't have a foundation, which is what you believe is actually possible, then how does it even matter? Because you won't do it long enough. You'll quit in a year. Make sense? Okay. What's next here? Folks, are you getting value here? How can I undo my self-sabotage ways? Well, how do you know that you're self-sabotaging? Give me an example. Is it profitable in your opinion? If it's what profitable? Hey, Task Kenny, how are you? Hey, Wes, how do you feel about the CBD business? I have no feelings towards that. I'm not in that business. Belly, but if you believe you can make some money, go ahead and do that. Yeah, Minute Maid Park. Thank you, Ria. Hey, Gianna, how are you? Can I join? I live in Houston, Texas as well. Of course, folks. You can always join me, but maybe I will go out this Sunday, next Sunday. Maybe I will. I've just been very busy with business lately. But, take it upon yourself to go out there and make a contribution yourself. Like when I go under the bridge and I feed the homeless people, I'm not calling people and say, hey, man, I'm going out there. Hey, guys, meet me there. Meet me there. I'm not thinking about anybody. I'm thinking about the people that I'm going to buy the food for. I'm thinking about handing it out. I'm going to record it, of course, and I'm going to post it on Instagram. I'm not thinking about anybody helping me, doing anything, because I don't need anybody help. I'm there to help. I'm there to provide the service. Okay? Jennifer, how are you? Questions. By having limiting beliefs, not wanting to make calls sometimes, cold calls. Well, maybe you don't want to make cold calls because you don't want to be rejected. Which means if you don't want to be rejected, just stay at your job, my guy. Stay at Walmart, Target, wherever you are, just stay there. Stay there for the next 10 years. Then maybe you'll have the guts of the boss to actually make cold calls. You know, I get it. Who wants to make cold calls? Who wants to call people that's going to hang up in your face? Who wants to call people that's going to curse you out? Nobody does. But the people that are willing to do it, they have the life that you're dreaming about. Remember that. The people that's willing to do it, even if it's for a year, 2 years, and they would get all the rejection, all the ridicule, well, they'll be the ones that's driving your dream car. They'll be staying in your dream house. They'll be going in those gated communities. You'll just be watching them go in the gated communities. They're the one that'll be flying first class on a Monday to where they want to go while you're driving in traffic going to work. So you have to think about it for a second. Do I just suffer and just go through these cold calls, or do I just drive in traffic for the next 30 years? Hunking at people, flicking off people, working for a boss that you can't stand for the rest of your life. I don't know. Your call. Not an agent. I'm a wholesaler. I'm a real estate. And yes, I do feed the homeless myself. It's great. Yeah, the real estate market right now is very interesting, is it not? And listen, if you're a real estate agent, if you're not ready to make cold calls, well, you don't deserve to be a real estate agent. My best friend, he is probably undoubtedly one of the greatest real estate agent right now here in Houston, Texas. And I'm not partial because he's my friend, just his numbers. This man has got numerous awards, and he's closed more houses as a new agent than anybody within his company, which is Keller Williams. This man makes cold calls every day, hundreds of cold calls every day. And he does it. He happily does it. He's like, oh, I don't feel like doing this. I've never heard this man ever say, oh, I don't feel like doing cold calls. I don't feel like doing this today. Nah. So maybe a real estate agent, you being a real estate, maybe that's not for you. Maybe you need to just go back to a regular 9-to-5 job if you're not willing to make cold calls. Because the only person that can get you to pick up their phone and call people and sell a house to is yourself. And if you can't motivate yourself, how would you ever motivate somebody to sell a house to? My God. What's next? Squeaky, how are you? Joanna, how are you? Folks, are you getting value here? Hey, Jocelyn, how are you? How do you make pain points out of a product, a service that is fancy but not a necessity? Easy. Just talk about the pain points. So whatever the product is, talk about the product in the sense of what they would miss out on if they don't buy your product. That's easy. Okay? What would they miss? Hey, Sarah, how are you? Folks, comment the word value below if you're getting value. Are you learning something, or am I wasting my time? Hey, Jamie, how are you? Hey, Erica, how are you? Saren, how are you? Serena, how are you? Erica, am I wasting my time? If not, comment the word value, okay? I'm here to help. Ask. Don't be afraid. But if you're going to type a question below, use proper English, okay? That's all I ask. I have a girlfriend that we share a child together that is holding me back from pursuing my dreams. What would you do in my situation? Easy. Dump the girlfriend, but just take care of her and the child. That's simple. Which means if you guys stay together, well, you need to get your own place and you need to take care of her and the child. Okay? Especially if the relationship is toxic and chaotic. Because you sound like you're young. I'm going to assume you're in your 20s, right? I get it. You made some bad decisions. But the baby is here. Got to deal with it, right? Take care of her. Take care of the baby. But you need to end the relationship. Okay? Period. But take care of them. But end the relationship. Why? Because you need to work on you. You need to work on yourself, your money, your finances. The lack of finances will break up any relationship. And it doesn't matter if you guys may be good right now and everything is great. But the lack of money will destroy a relationship quicker than anything. Okay? The lack of money. So you do what you have to do to take care of that baby. You take care of that woman. And you work on yourself. Okay? And working on yourself means make more money. Focus on yourself. Work more hours until you're able to start a company if that's what you want to do. Go get more education if you need more education. But you need to focus your time and your energy on making more money to provide for your family. Okay? And you don't need any distractions. If there are distractions, if your woman is a distraction, that's easy. Leave her, break up with her, but take care of her and the baby. And don't give me this bullshit about, well, I don't have any money for that. I don't have any. Don't tell me what you don't have. Obviously, you didn't have a condom either. That's why you have a baby now. So it's no need for you to regress and talk about what you don't have. Figure that shit out. You're in a situation, figure it out. Find a way. I can't stand when men say, well, I have to do it. I got to stay with her because I don't have any money. She don't have any money. I can't get my own place. Stop telling me and yourself what you can't do. Okay? Stop talking about what you can't do. What are you willing to do? You got a baby. The baby's here. Hello? Make shit happen. Find a way. Okay? What's next here, folks? Hey, Bina. Hey, Sina. How are you? I'm making 100 calls tomorrow. Make 200 calls, my lord. 200 calls tomorrow. Next question here. Hey, Brianna, how are you? Brianna Contreras. Mix Wesley, how are you? We have June here. How are you? Next question for me. Go ahead and hit the like and share button, folks. Okay? If you're getting value, tap the like and share button now, please. I did, but I feel like I'm trading time for money, missing out on a lot of things. And you will. You should have thought about that before you had the baby. The baby's here, which means as if you're trying to make yourself better, yes, you're going to miss out on a lot of things because right now you don't have any money. You don't have any money to properly take care of your family, correct? So yes, you're going to miss out on a lot of times with your child. And it is what it is. How do I know? I did the same thing as well. I had babies in my 20s, and guess what? I had to deal with it. I'm not complaining. I don't regret it. Having my children was the best thing ever. Why? Because it made me more disciplined, focused, because I knew that to develop myself, I was going to miss out on very significant time with them. So I didn't want to blow it, and I didn't. Hey, Fernanda, how are you? Or Erica, how are you? Salvador, how are you? Any more questions for me here? It's 1:15 in the morning. Come on, talk to me. Can't. Apprentice Millionaire. Donnie. Any more questions for me, folks, before I let you go? Talk to me, future millionaires. Lacey, how are you? Any more questions here? I'm counting down from 5 to 1. Once I get to 1, I'm done. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hey, thank you guys for joining me here on this Millionaire Midnight Rant podcast episode. Remember, you can listen to all these episodes on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I'm here to give you transparent, very direct advice about becoming a multimillionaire, to be able to have total control over your life and live your life how you want to live it on your terms. Okay? What's the first thing you did when you made your first million? I think I bought a G-Wagon, I believe. Have some of your followers started naming your kids after you? No, I don't think so. But, folks, last word. Whatever you do, don't quit and don't give up. It doesn't matter how hard it is, and it doesn't matter how hard it will get, because it's going to get hard. Okay? But one thing that you can't do, one thing that I want you to make me a promise, I don't care if you're 70, 80 years old, don't ever quit. Because the losers quit. Okay? And you're not a loser. Don't give up. Don't stop. If it's difficult, if you're going through something right now, it's a reason why you're going through something. I heard something today. Somebody said, if you pray to God for courage, God is not going to give you courage. He's going to give you the opportunity to be courageous. If you pray to God for confidence, God is not going to give you confidence. He's going to give you the opportunity to be confident. If you need more faith, God is not going to give you faith. He's going to give you an opportunity to utilize the faith, which means problems, issues, challenges, adversities, bad moments. There are reasons why these things are happening. And I'm here to tell you that they're happening for your good, not for your demise. It's happening for you to be better. Okay? So much love. This is much love. This is Wesley, $1 Billion Virgin, and let's go.